So, what is metadata? Metadata is the collection of properties used to describe a document or an object. For example, if we have an expense submission document, it may have an associated employee ID, employee name, and a department name. This data, the employee ID, employee name, and department name, are the metadata of the expense submission document. Similarly, if we have a vehicle insurance document, the metadata might include the vehicle's registration number, name of the owner, and name of the insurance company. In this video, we will see how to set up new metadata in EisenLens. The metadata that we set up will be used later by data entry operators to do their categorization and data entry work. So, for the purposes of this demo, let's assume that Acme Corp is going to be categorizing company vehicle documents using EisenLens. And these would include A, the vehicle registration documents, and B, the vehicle insurance documents. So let's see how we could design metadata for this purpose. So let's start by clicking on the Manage Metadata tile. And let's click on Add Metadata. The metadata title is a descriptive title. So we could say, for example, our registration document. The unique identifier should match the metadata identifier in your document management system where the documents are eventually going to be pushed. So in EisenVault, we use a convention which has two letters depicting the company followed by the metadata name. So I'm just going to say AC for Acme, followed by car registration document. I'll say save and next. Now, we want to be able to capture some fields on this registration document. So, for example, the first field we may want to capture is the name of the car's company. So, what make is the car, essentially. So, let's call it a text field, or we could even do it a multi-select because car brands are limited. So, we could do select from multiple values. Let's make it mandatory. Let's give it a unique name. Car brand name. Car brand name. And first value will be a blank. But ideally, we don't want to give blank as an option. So let's say we start with Audi. And let's give the second one as Bentley. And let's give the third one as Ferrari. Okay. What else might we want to capture in the registration document? Maybe the registration number. So we can say, again, add field, and we can say a text. Now, the registration number could have a particular format in a particular country. So you could use a regular expression to validate that. However, regular expressions are out of the scope of this video, so I will not get into that. But I will mark this field as mandatory, and I'll say car registration number, and label text is car registration number. So, for the sake of simplicity, let's just keep two fields on this. And we press save. Now, you can always go back and edit a metadata type that you've created. So let's edit it and let's add one more field. Let's add a date field. And this will be again a mandatory field. And let's call it the car registration date. And save.